What's up, comic fans, and it's time to preview the new comic books coming out for April 3rd. Alright, so we're going to preview all the books coming out. We got spec books, we got spotlight books, we got books that are FOC, and we got all the rest of the books coming out this week. We're going to do it right after this.
Spartans! What is your profession?
Welcome back. Alright, we're going to go through the books. Remember, some shops will put out DC books on a Tuesday, alright? So you'll get them on April 2nd instead of April 3rd. But let's get into the books. First, we'll start off with the spotlight books. We're going to start off with the spec books. These are books that I just think might have some appeal and may raise above cover price in the future. None of these are guaranteed to do that. Very slow week for spec this week, alright? And same thing on the FOC side, not a lot to speculate on that, but let's get into the books. Anyway, we got Rook, Exodus #1. The intro to this character was kind of short, so I feel like we might get some new, characters coming out of this. You get 48 pages for $3.99. It's a wraparound cover. A lot of stuff going on here. You got Jeff Johns and Jason Fabok. So I think this is a good book to spec on. It's got that, that post-apocalyptic thing going on. So who knows? At any time, people love post-apocalyptic stuff. So anytime this could be an option. But let's move on to the next and last book on my spec list, and it's just Transformers #4. This is on the spec list because white cover, Megatron. What more do you need? Alright, so spec book right there. Let's see, here's some other covers, some more reprints. Alright, and this is obviously a reprint of Transformers #4. And there's like some 1 in 10s that were out. Alright, let's keep the ball moving. Let's get into the spotlight books for this week. We've got the, cousin of Rook, right? Coming out of Ghost Machine. We've got Red Coat #1. Alright, this is under the Ghost Machine imprint with Jeff Johns. This is Brian Hitch and Brad Anderson on the art. And this is more of a, if Rook is in the future, this is in the past. There you go. British Redcoat and all-around rogue Simon mysteriously became immortal in 1776 after a run-in with the clandestine cabal known as the Founding Fathers, which included George Washington, ooh, that's a big one, John Hancock, and many other prominent American Revolutionary War leaders. All right, so that's just a quick little background behind that. But why is this a spotlight book and not a spec book? I think Redcoat has had more of an introduction up to this period. So I don't know how much it's going to surprise you in this first issue. Could be a lot, could be a little. I don't know. But it's definitely on the radar. It is a spotlight book. Spider-Man, Shadow of the Green Goblin #1. If you want to see another Green Goblin or the Proto-Goblin, here you go. This is, Norman Osborn testing it out on one of his lab assistants. And we get the Proto-Goblin. And this will be written in that style of earlier kind of comics, because you have J.M. DeMatteis on here, alright, writing the story. Alright, let's move on to another spotlight book. We have the Immortal Thor #9. Just a really cool Alex Ross cover with the Enchantress ripping apart that journey into mystery. Here you see the team involved, including Al Ewing. All right, this book is gonna revolve around the Enchantress and Roxxon. There is speculation, and this information I saw in Key Collector. There may be a possible introduction of Chad Hammer, who's a corporate mascot version of Thor, employed by Roxxon. So there's some key players, a couple of different covers for this book. Alright, another spotlight book, just a real cool Gunslinger Spawn cover, kind of an homage to like these old school Western covers and posters, just the artwork. Alright, so that's why this is on the spotlight list. Now let's get into those FOC books. For some reason, Previews World, full box, which I often use even to order the books, not just to look and peruse, but my LCS is connected through this program to this page, and I usually just click order or subscribe and it comes through. But for some reason, there are no books listed on final orders due. So I do use TFAL, which is Things from Another World. All right, they're on the West Coast, to FOC some books at times. So I went to their website to kind of see what they had. We have Get Fury #1. All right, this is cool. Nick Fury gets captured during the Vietnam War. All right, obviously, you know, Fury has a lot of secrets in him. So who does the government, who does the CIA send to take out Fury, just in case, you know, those Vietnamese can get information out of him? Well, they send none other than Frank Castle. All right, the Army's most dangerous man, Lieutenant Frank Castle. This looks like it could be a fun story to read. All right, moving on. We got Spider-Woman #7. All right, there's supposed to be some new champions being revealed, a new team perhaps, in Spider-Woman #6. And so here with #7, looks like we're going to have a cover appearance of one of the new champions. So that was something I thought it would be interesting to those of you who like the champions and are looking for a champions book. Also, if you like Spider-Woman, here's a Peach Momoko black costume variant. Also very cool. Last but not least, out of the things I saw on FOC, we have White Boat. And this is by Scott Snyder and Francesco Francavilla, excuse me. It's basically about these white yachts, or a white yacht, which, you know, signifies power, right? These people have like these floating islands, right? Rich people. You get invited on this yacht, though. Apparently it takes you to an island and you become a slave laborer. I like Scott Snyder and what he does with his horror writing, and then, you know, Francesco really adds to that writing style, right? I mean, excellent artwork. So there you go. And as you can see here, just want to point out, when you order FOC through a lot of places, you will get a discount. So sometimes that's why I order online instead of through the local comic shop, or if it's like an obscure book that I think the LCS might miss, I will order these online. And here you save 30%. All right, usually you have to have it in Monday very early, not very early, but before 5 p.m. On my side, Eastern. So if you're on the West Coast, I don't know how that works out for you, if the website also waits to 5 p.m. Western, you know, Pacific, or if it if you got to get it in 3 hours earlier. I don't know. All right, so now let's get into the books coming out this week. Let's do it. All right, starting off with Boom. Here comes the Boom, Ready or Not. You got a couple books. Grimm is back, and you got Ranger Academy #6. Quickly, we are to DC. You got Batman #146, Dark Prisons. All right, Batman once again has been captured by Zur, and yeah, it's his fight to get out of there. Also, the Joker's imprisoned with him as well. Let's keep going. You got some more Batman related stuff. You got Birds of Prey. I've heard nothing but good things about Birds of Prey. I will need to check that out at some point. You got Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong #1, a final printing. So according to DC, there will be no more printings of that book after this, and it also goes for issue #2, issue #3, and issue #4. We'll see how long that lasts. Kneel Before Zod. I haven't really heard anything about that series, so I'm not quite sure what's going in there. Mad Magazine number 36, which had the Love Stinks cover, or the Love Issue, with these parodies. That's getting a second printing. Let's go. Poison Ivy number 21 apparently has a retelling of the origin story, or the first meeting between Batman and Poison Ivy. Let's see what else is worth hitting upon. Suicide Squad Kill Arkham Asylum number 3. That comes with a code for the game. I have not heard good things about the game. And that's about it. Doom Patrol gets a trade. That was a decent series. Alright, we're at Marvel Comics. Alien Black White Blood number 3 is out. Of course, they have really cool covers for that. You got the Avengers number 12, if you're an Avengers fan. Blood Hunt number 1 poster coming out this week. Captain America doing Captain America things. Deadpool, apparently there's a new villain that'll come out of the Deadpool series. So, and it's a number 1. So there you go. Maybe I should put that on the spotlight list since, it's Deadpool. Oops. Anyway, ton of Deadpool covers, by the way. A ton of them. Doctor Strange number 14. If you're a big fan of D&D, starting with issue number 13, they're currently, he put together a Secret Defenders team, and they're currently trapped within a game. That's very D&D style. Let's see. You got that Weapon 8 in Spider-Verse. This is a second printing of that cover. They just changed the color of the cover. Let's see. We got the Thor that we spoke about. Secret Wars number 4 gets a facsimile and a foil edition, and a 1 in 25 Phil Noto variant. Sensational She-Hulk. Let's see. What else are we getting? We get in that Spider-Man Shadow of the Green Goblin. We talked about that. A lot of covers on that. I'm not worried about pre-ordering. I don't believe that'll amount to much, but it might be a good story. So we'll see. Star Wars. I've just been reading the main Star Wars series. Landau Calrissian's on trial in that one. Vengeance of the Moon Knight. Hunter's Moon is going to look for this Moon Knight and find out who it is. They don't believe this is Mark Spector behind the mask, so that's Hunter's Moon is gonna go find out. Venom number 32 continues with the crossover with Carnage. There is a 1 in 10 variant, Cafu design variant. Rose Besh did a interesting Venom variant, and Ryan Stickman returns for a 1 in 25 cover. Or X-Men number 33 continues with that, Fall of X storyline. And we're just going to skip now to Dynamite. Cruella de Vil number 3 is out. Elvira meets H.P. Lovecraft gets a Virgin cover. That's $50. Whoa. A lot of expensive covers. As you can see, you get King Kong or Kong Great War. That's going to be coming out of Dynamite. Got some Red Sonja number 1, Empire Damned. Lots of covers for that. And now we're gonna quickly scroll by the Diamond Select Toys, and we're gonna end up in the rest of the books coming out this week. Let's go. Antarctica is coming to an end out of Image with issue number 10 of 10. Oni Press Akugun. That's an issue number 1 if you're into number 1s. See Beneath the Trees, get some third and second printings. I believe last week was a new issue. And we're just gonna scroll. See what else is here. Crash Down. If you're into that massive whatnot, Crash Down number 3. That's Comic Tom there. Writing that, and it's Comic Tom and Fire Guy Ryan. Yeah, I think that's who's on that. Crave, which I've heard some good things about, is on issue number 5 of 6, the penultimate issue. D&D Ravenloft is on issue number 1 for you D&D fans. Remember, guys, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. I appreciate that. Shout out to Jay-Z. As we continue to scroll, there's another Geiger number 1. So if you haven't gotten an issue of Geiger yet, here's your chance to get that. Get this new Geiger series premiere. It all starts here. The all new ongoing series. So, you know, it's a new run of Geiger. Don't I might have confused you with what I said. So there is the limited series Geiger, and now this is the ongoing Geiger. Don't forget to order your Gunslinger. I usually get these covers, but just in case, I'm going to just say, hey, give me that one. That's the one I want. What else? We're getting there, folks. We are getting there. Kaya's been going on for a while. That's on issue number 17. The Last Mermaid gets a second printing, and issue number 2 comes out this week. Let's see. There's a one-shot of Livewire, the secret weapons out of Valiant. And let's keep scrolling, see what else we got. Dark Horse with Minor Threats, Fastest Way Down, issue number 1. A lot of covers for that one. And we're in the M's, so we're halfway through the alphabet. Let's see. What else do we have? Red Coat number 1. We discussed that. That's coming out this week. And these comics have, you know, I think this one's 35 pages or so. You know, $3.99 price tag. So good price tag. Getting a lot of, at least a lot of content. Rook, same thing. I think Rook's about 40-ish pages. $3.99 price tag. Savage Dragon, if you're a Savage Dragon fan, on issue 269. So that's been out for a while. The Fog, some cool covers. It's on issue number 2. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Saturday Morning Adventures April Special number 1. Just in time for April. April and you. Transformers number 1, 5th printing, both in pencils and in color. Number 2 gets a 4th, number 3 gets a 3rd, number 4 gets that 2nd, that Megatron cover, and there's a Jazz cover. So those are cool, very, very cool. All right, Usagi Yojimbo number 1, Crow. And we're almost to the end. Void Rivals. That's been a good series. That's out of the Anajon verse. So check that out. Right. Darak and Solila face off with Proximus, perhaps the most deadliest man in the universe. The Walking Dead Deluxe in color. So again, check that out if you want to see The Walking Dead in color. And that's it, guys. We're at the end. So comic fans, do what you do. I'm going to do what I do. I'm going to get ready for this week's books. If you like the content, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, go ahead and throw me a thumbs up and comment down below. Peace. Deuces. Best Man number 1. I actually got that last week, or Man's Best, not Best Man. Man's Best number 1, so I'm not sure why that is loaded up here. Oh, you know why? Because we're on the wrong week. And today is December 12th when I'm recording this, so some shops will have dropped DC books. Alright, what's up, comic fam, comic fans, and welcome to the preview